Hello, dear students. This is Devendra, your chemistry teacher. So, today, now we will discuss about colligative properties of solution. So, what is colligative properties of solution and what are their types? So, we have learned in that our previous in topic that the vapor pressure of solution decrease when a non-volatile solute is added to a volatile solvent. So on the basis of solute and solvent, there are many properties of solution which are connected with this decrease of vapor pressure. Okay, so now we have four properties. First one is relative lowering of vapor pressure of the solvent. Second is depression of freezing point of the solvent. Third one is elevation of boiling point of the solvent, and fourth is osmotic osmotic pressure of the solution. So all these properties depends on the number of solute particles irrespective of their nature relative to the total number of particles present in the solution. Such properties are called colligative properties. So now what is the means of colligative? So listen to me carefully. The colligative means it is a Latin word that means together. Another word that means of bind. Okay, the colligative means bind up and together. Okay, so now we will discuss about the first properties, relative lowering of vapor pressure. So we have a mathematical derivation about the relative lowering of vapor pressure. So first, now what we have learned in previous Raoult's law and the other Henry's laws. So as we know that on the basis of Raoult's law, P1 is equal to P01 into X1. That means P01 is also called a P01. Okay, so as you can pronounce anything that you want. Okay, so it is denoted by the equation 1, and when the reduction in the vapor pressure of solvent, it is slightly difference or reduction, it is shows the del P1. Okay, is given as, so now we have del P1 is equal to P01 minus P1. So what is the value we obtain in next step? So P01 minus P01 into X1, then common the P1, we take a common, so P01 and bracket 1 minus X1, it is given the equation 2, as you can see in this picture. Knowing that x2 is equal to 1 minus, so now knowing that x2 is equal to 1 minus x1, so del p1 is equal to x2 p naught 1. It's given the equation number 3. Now in solution contains several non-volatile solution. So lowering the vapor pressure depends on the sum of the mole fraction of different solute. Obviously, if we want to find the vapor pressure of the solution, it is totally depend on the solvent. Okay, so now equation 3 can be written as del p1 upon p naught 1 is equal to x2. So now again put the value of del p1 in the equation number 3. Okay, so now what we have, p naught 1 minus p1 upon p naught 1 is equal to x2. So now expression on the left hand side as mentioned earlier is called relative lowering vapor pressure. And what does that mean? It is equal to the mole fraction of solute. That means what we summarize is it that the relative lowering of vapor pressure is equal to the mole fraction of solute. Okay, and now let's be continued again. Equation 4 is the derivation of relative lowering of vapor pressure. As we know that x2 is equal to n2 upon n1 plus n2. x2 is a mole fraction now. So that is the formula to find the mole. Okay, n1 plus n1 plus n2. So now put the values of x2 in the equation 4. p naught 1 minus p1 upon p naught 1 is equal to n2 upon n1 plus n2. Here n1 is a number of moles of solvent and n2 number of mole of solute for dilute solution. And you know very well, in the dilute solution the number of solute particle is less than number of solvent. So it is hence neglecting n2 in the denominator. So now we have p naught 1 minus p1 upon p naught 1 is equal to n2 upon n1. Okay, so now in the next topics we will learn how to determine the molar mass of the solute according to or on the basis of colligative properties. Okay, thank you so much.